students, welcome back to your English class. Students, today we are going to learn a very interesting as well as a very important topic of your grammar. Today we are going to start chapter 15 of your grammar, active and passive voice. Students, obviously we are doing a grammar chapter, so there are certain rules and regulations which you need to follow. But which sentence is called an active sentence or which sentence is called a passive sentence? Let's learn this concept. Here I am writing a sentence which is I teach English. I is subject here, teach verb form, and English is object. The actual formation of a sentence is this only, subject plus verb form plus object. If students, the subject of the sentence comes before verb and it tells about the action, then that sentence is our active sentence. On the other hand, if we bring our object at the place of subject and subject at the place of object, English, me, when subject I will go at the place of object, then it will change into me. And what would be the formation of verb? That would become a verb phrase. How? This is first form of the verb, and first form means present simple. And students, how we change present simple from active to passive? By writing is, am, are plus third form of the verb. So English is singular, so we will be writing is. Which verb we are supposed to use? Third form. English is taught, and the subject which has become object in passive sentence, that will be denoted with by preposition. So students, if in any sentence subject is there before verb and it tells about the action, then it is our active sentence. If object comes before verb phrase and action comes before the subject, then it is our passive sentence. Now let's discuss in detail which rules are to be followed and what is the detailed explanation.
Chapter number 15, Active and Passive Voice. Now students, read the following sentences. There are two types of sentences given to us. Rakesh broke the window, or the window was broken by Rakesh. These two types of sentences has been given to us. The sentence on the left, this sentence is said to be in the active voice, and the sentence on the right is the passive voice. Now what is voice? Voice is the form of the verb that shows whether the subject of a sentence does an action or has an action done over it. In the sentence, Rakesh broke the window, the subject of the sentence, Rakesh has done something to the window. It means this sentence is an active sentence. It is in active voice. Further, in the sentence, the window was broken by Rakesh. So something is done to the subject. That's why this sentence is in passive voice. Now we have certain rules of changing the voice. When we change the sentence from active to passive voice, the following changes occur. The very first is object of the verb in the active voice becomes the subject of the verb. The form of the verb changes into past participle. Past participle means third form of the verb. The preposition by is placed after the main verb of the passive sentence. Here you can see, students, in the sentence which I have been given, Rakesh broke the window. Window is object here, Rakesh is subject, and broke is the verb form. So third form has been used. Subject becomes object and object becomes subject. So this is the formation of active to passive. And always it is denoted by preposition, which is mentioned in the rule also. Further we have change in pronoun. Obviously, if there are change in subject object, there will be change in pronoun also. If in active pronoun I has been used, then it becomes we. In the passive, if we is there, then it becomes us. If they is there, then it becomes them. You remain same. He changes into him. She changes into her. It remains the same. Further we have the passive voice of tenses. Means if present tense is there, then obviously its active formation is first form plus S-orius. That changes into is-MR plus third form of the verb. Subject object interchange we have to do. Use of third form we all know. These two rules are definitely we are going to follow, but what changes will be there in the verb forms, that we are going to learn in this table. Simple past means first form plus S-orius. It will be changed into is-MR plus third form of the verb. If simple past is there, then inactive second form is there. It will be was, were plus third form of the verb. Simple future, active will plus first form, passive will be plus third form. Present progressive is, am, are plus first form plus ing. Passive formation will be is, am, are plus being plus third form of the verb. Past progressive was, were plus first form plus ing. Passive formation will be was, were, being plus third form of the verb. Present perfect has plus third form or has, have plus third form. Its passive formation is has been plus third form of the verb. Past perfect had plus third form. Passive had been plus third form. Future perfect will have plus third form. Passive will have been plus third form of the verb. Now students, you can see that simple present is there, present progressive is there, simple present, present progressive, present perfect. These three types are there. Why not present perfect progressive? Because they do not change in passive. And in the same way, simple past is there, past progressive is there, past perfect is there. Because the passive formation of these three exist, there is no change in past perfect progressive. Further, exercise 1. Let's understand through exercise so that it will be easier for you. Mohan reads a book. We need to change in passive voice. Mohan reads a book. Mohan is subject. reads, first form plus S or es. A book is object. Just by reading reads, we come to know that this sentence is of present indefinite, because after subject first form plus S or es has been used. So obviously this sentence belongs to present indefinite. So present indefinite changes into, here only we have read, simple present or present indefinite. If first form plus S or es is there, then it changes into is-mr plus third form of the verb, and obviously subject will go at the place of object and object will come at the place of subject. So what would be the formation? Subject Mohan, read verb form, a book object. A book will go at the place of subject. Mohan will come at the place of object. A book, reads will be is-mr plus third form of the verb. So a book is read by Mohan. Let's take another example. Why do you waste time? Why will remain same here at its place. Do does is the verb form of simple present. So definitely simple present changes into is-mr plus third form. Why do you waste time? Why is time wasted by you? Subject, which will become object of passive, that will be denoted by preposition by. Is-mr plus third form of the verb has been used. And always remember, in passive voice an interrogative sentence remain interrogative. You will not change its formation into affirmative or any other sentence. I hope this is clear to all of you. Let's move further. Till now we have understood about what is active and what is passive. What are the changes in pronoun? What are the changes in tenses, as well as what would be the passive formation of a simple sentence. Now we are going to understand what would be the passive formation of imperative sentence. Imperative sentence, when a transitive verb expresses command, order, advice, request, suggestion, it is called to be in the imperative mood. So, students, before understanding, you tell me, if we all are in class and I tell you, please bring my register from language lab, please bring my notebooks from that place. I am using please. I am requesting you. But if you have not done your work, you have not completed your work, what will I say? Why have you not done the work? I will be in angry mood. I will ask you strictly. Or if anyone says, get out of the room, please come in the room, raise your hands. These all are the imperative sentences, because they express any kind of command, any kind of advice, request, suggestion, etc. And imperative sentences are the easiest sentences to form in passive. Let's understand from example. Insult nobody. Imperative sentences can be changed into passive voice in two ways. Insult nobody. It is an advice that you should not insult anybody. So just by adding, you are advised not to insult anybody. Or by using let, the sentence can be formed. Let nobody be insulted. Next sentence, let's see another example. Please open the door. Please means a request is there. So you are requested to open the door just by writing you are requested, you are ordered, you are forbidden, you are advised, and by adding to, rest of the sentence will be the same, and that becomes the passive of imperative sentences. And in another way, by using let, the sentences can be changed. Let the letter be posted. You let the door be opened. So in these two ways, the sentences can be changed from active to passive. Let's see exercise. Do it at once. It is an order. So you are ordered to do it at once. Keep to the left. You are advised to keep to the left. Further, we have passive voice of sentences with modal verbs. Modal verbs means we have total 14 modals: will, shall, may, might, can, could, ought to, need, used to, etc. So if any modal verb is there, then what would be the formation from active to passive? Modal plus infinitive construction are made passive by using passive infinitives. Active voice: you should open the door. Subject you, modal should, verb form open, the door object. Object will go at the place of subject. Subject will go at the place of object. Now should. And we know that third form of the verb is used in passive. Always remember, students, when we are making the changes from active to passive by using modal verbs, remember that will with modal we use be. If should is there, then it becomes should be plus third form. Would is there, then would be plus third form. Will is there, then will be plus third form. So here we have should. So the formation would be the doors should be opened by you. You can solve this sum. The sum can be solved by her. She will be changed into her. This sum will be used as a subject in passive. Can be, and we know that third form of the verb is used. Further we have modals plus perfect infinitive construction. Perfect infinitive means should have, would have, could have, that would be added. Modal plus have plus third form of the verb. Students, if modals are there, then in passive it becomes modal plus be. But if perfect infinitive is there, then it becomes modal plus have plus been plus third form of the verb. Let's see the formation. The active voice is you should have told me. What would be the passive formation? Let's understand the active first of all. You is subject, should modal, should have becomes perfect infinitive, told me object. Me will be converted into subject, so that will become I. Should have, I have already told you that it will be should have been. We know that only and only third form is used, and when subject becomes object, it is denoted by preposition. So the construction will be you should have told me. I should have been told by you. He could have helped her. Helped her. Her will become she here as subject. He will become him as object. Could have will be changed into could have been, and third form will be used. So he could have helped her. Passive voice will be she could have been helped by him. I hope, students, it's clear. Next is passive voice of non-finite. Students, if first form of the verb plus ing is there, then it changed into the passive by using being plus past participle. Being plus past participle. Past participle, we know that this is third form of the verb. Let's see example. She remembered her mother taking her to the fair. Now taking is our first form plus ing. We have to focus first of all on first form plus ing, which we are supposed to change. Being plus third form. So taking will be changed into being plus third form. Rest changes are same. Subject into object, object into subject, use of third form. Rest changes are same. Only focus on first form plus ing, which will be changed into being plus third form of the verb. She remembered being taken to the fair by her mother. Who took her to the fair? Her mother. So definitely by her mother. Let's see another example. She does not like people looking at her. Looking, first form plus ing. We have to change in being plus third form of the verb. So the formation would be being looked. Being plus third form of the verb. Now let's see the passive formation. She does not like being looked by people. In this way, the formation will be changed from active to passive. Next change is the to infinitive. To infinitive means to plus first form of the verb plus object construction is changed into the passive voice by using to be plus past participle. Past participle means third form of the verb. So if to plus first form is there, that will be changed into to be plus third form. This you keep it in your mind. She is to do this. This will come here. She will go at the place of object. Now the changes. This is to be done by her. To be done. See students, what changes we have done. To infinitive, to be. To be will be changed into to be done. And the same formation has been given here. To plus first form will be changed into to be plus third form of the verb. And the same we have done for making active into passive. Is to, we have changed into to be done. She is to do this. This is to be done by her. Let's see another example. You are to obey the orders. Here to infinitive means to obey. Change will be to be plus third form means that will become to be obeyed. Rest changes are same. Orders are to be obeyed by you. You will go at the place of object. Orders will go at the place of subject. To be, to infinitive will be changed into to be plus third form of the verb. Next is present participle means first form plus ing. Perfect participle means being tired or being third form of the verb, having plus third form of the verb. Now let's see the construction, how it changes. By using being plus past participle means being plus third form of the verb or having plus third form of the verb. Active voice. Finishing her work, she took rest. The work being finished, she took rest. The work being finished. If present participle is there, that will be changed into being plus third form of the verb, and the same has been done here. See children, finishing present participle, finishing her work, she took rest. So the work being finished, she took rest. Let's see another. Having washed her clothes, she went to market. Having washed, having been washed. The changes will be clothes having been washed, she went to market. So this is the change from active to passive. Now let's see the passive voice of modals and non-finites. Table showing passive voice of modals and non-finites. Look students, this table has been given in such an easy way. In active, if these formations are there, then these are the formations in passive. Can play will be changed into can be played. May play will be changed into may be played. Must play must be played, and so on. So students, go through with the explanation of chapter and one by one try to solve the exercise. If any problem is there, then make sure that you discuss in your class. Thank you.